This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone, warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Some people have already asked me about this. Yes, my website, thekingofhate.com, seems to be down. Seems like there's some kind of an error behind the scenes. I've contacted the webmaster. No doubt that will be, taken care of or looked at least within, the day. Don't freak out. Everything should be okay. All right. Not that you guys use the website that much. You probably don't. Right now, there's really nothing going on the website anyway. There's no nominations process or anything going on anyway. So we'll get that settled. Don't worry about that. Don't freak out. Yes, when I was away yesterday, subscriptions dipped dramatically. I'm not surprised. I told everyone that was going to happen because whenever I'm not here, there's no one watching. There's no one thinking, oh, my subscription expired and renewing. This is not a surprise. I was fully expecting this to happen, which is why I was trying to do a big push before my day off to hit the subs goal for the month. We were only 5 away at one point, but sadly it didn't happen. So now it's kind of like back to square one. We're down to around 580-something subs. It is what it is. We will continue to push, and hopefully we will hit the subs goal of 625 subs this month. Just a reminder, if we do, I'm doing a Christmas holiday-themed marathon event where I'll be dressing up in holiday attire. I'll be drinking. I'll be playing games that you guys are going to nominate and vote on.
Twitch is all about subscriptions. You gotta subscribe. Get those custom emotes and shit. Subscribe. That's why everyone over there is all about their subs.
Yesterday was the launch of Disney Plus in the United States. It's a streaming service that includes all kinds of content, mostly Disney, but everything under the Disney umbrella. So you're talking the classic Disney movies, animated movies, as well as all the Pixar movies. All the classic Disney animated series, the things I used to watch when I was a kid, like the Disney Afternoon stuff, is all in there, which is really awesome. But then they got all the Marvel movies and Marvel content. Then they've got all the Star Wars movies and original Star Wars content. National Geographic, so tons of nature shows and stuff like that. It's got a lot of content under it. So Kat and I gave it a look last night.
A man baby? That's right, I'm a big man baby. You knew it. You know it.
We didn't have much time, admittedly, because we were out most of the day, so we didn't have a lot of time to watch or use it. But we watched a few things. We watched a nature show about Yosemite National Park, and then we watched, of all the movies to watch, we were like, oh, what's a Disney animated movie we never saw? Oh, we never saw The Princess and the Frog. So we watched it, and I'll say this, the visual quality of Disney Plus is great. It's, really crisp and clear, no buffering. It looks like you're watching a Blu-ray, quite frankly. It's that level of quality, really good. Problem is, The Princess and the Frog sucked. That movie was shitty as hell, man. We were we're watching the movie this movie stinks. Damn, man. There's one good character in the movie. He's a firefly who sacrifices his own life in order to help the heroes, who are really not heroes at all. They all suck. So there's one character who's a good character. Everything else in the movie is terrible. I don't recommend anyone watch it. It really sucks. We watched it. We're like, at least the quality was good. The quality was good. The movie stunk. And then we did something else afterward. I can't even remember. We watched one other thing, too, that I can't remember. So the cool thing about it is a lot of the Muppets stuff is on there, and we like the Muppets, so we'll probably watch a couple of the Muppet movies on there and stuff like that. And it looks like they're going to add a lot of holiday-themed content by the end of the year for Christmas and everything. So it looks good for now, and I'm going to be quite frank with all of you. I'm probably dumping Netflix. I mean that. I don't think I'm going to... I barely watch Netflix anymore.
They call me the man-child.
Also, today is a big day for people who use YouTube. Today is the day when content creators are forced to tell YouTube whether or not they make content for children, and if they don't make content for children, if they do make content for children and they lie, they can basically be prosecuted. So it's a big day for content creators to decide how they want to categorize their content. Now, this is all stemming from a ruling where the U.S. government sued YouTube and said, for years and years, you've been putting out content that is definitely geared towards children, but you have not followed our advertisement guidelines. You've literally put any kind of ads and crap on there that you wanted, but in the United States, we have strict laws saying you can only advertise certain things to children. So when you have videos on there that are kids unboxing toys for little kids, content creators who are dressing up and acting and looking and dyeing their hair to look like cartoon characters and talking in high-pitched voices and overacting to look cartoony, and are appealing mostly to a children's audience with the content they're putting out there, and then you run ads on those videos, you're breaking the law. So what YouTube has been forced to do now is, number one, they have to pay, I think it was like $170 million or something fine they had to pay. And as of today, they now force everyone to answer, do you make content for children or not? Okay? Now here's the thing. If you say you do, YouTube's not running ads on your videos anymore. They've outright said, per the ruling of the U.S. government, they can't advertise on children's videos anymore because basically they have no protections in place to make sure that the right ads are running. So that's it. If you make content for kids, you can't make money on YouTube anymore via advertisements. You have to seek out other means. Now, for example, there's this kid on YouTube who's rich, filthy rich, makes millions of dollars a year unboxing toys. He's already got a ridiculous amount of sponsorships outside of YouTube. So it doesn't even matter if he makes ad revenue or not. He's still going to be raking in the dough. But now it's the gray area. Okay? Now it's the gray area of what is considered children's content and what is not. Alright? And I'll be very honest to all of you. I feel that, I've never made children's content. Number one, I always use strong adult language. Number two, as you guys see, I frequently play games that are not, E for everyone. Even though every once in a while I do. A lot of the games I play are either teen or mature or whatever. I certainly don't dress up like a cartoon character. I don't act like a fool purposely to attract children. It's never been my goal. My goal is always to put out entertaining content for those of a more mature audience. And nothing, has ever been catered to just towards kids. So, in my case, no, I don't feel whatsoever that that's going to affect me at all. And this morning, I answered very matter-of-factly and said, no, I do not make content for children. Okay? I don't.
What? That's 100% a lie.
But, of course, what a lot of people are nervous about is that going to matter? Or is YouTube now going to review channels manually and override and this and that? Who knows? Well, it would be pretty stupid if they just categorize all video games as children's content. That would be completely ludicrous. In fact, it's been proven more adults play video games than children. So that would be really fucking stupid if they did that. Alright, in addition, as I said, my content is definitely not kid-friendly. In fact, I would even go as far to say that if you're a parent, you shouldn't let your kids watch my stuff. I'm a 37-year-old, content creator who speaks from the heart, is very honest, and I will be very harsh when I need to. I will swear when I do. You know what I mean? Like, nothing that I do is kid-friendly. It never has been. So just to forewarn anyone who maybe, what kind of filters out? Yeah, I'm Mr. Rogers. I'm the Mr. Rogers of the gaming world. You didn't know? Yeah, right. So anyway, yeah, this morning I was forced to categorize my content on YouTube. And so is everyone. As soon as you log into your YouTube page now, it pops up and says, you must answer this immediately. So I guess we'll see what happens moving forward. Certainly, I find it interesting that this is happening, and I'm very curious of how YouTube would even enforce it. I have no clue how they would. For me, I'm sorry to say, but all these people, as I said, who literally dress up to look like cartoon characters, who act like cartoon characters, they're making content for kids, The vast majority of people who make videos about Fortnite are making content for kids. Why do you think they have giant, colorful thumbnails with neon hair, and they have their faces in a weird contortion because they're trying to attract children to their videos? This is exactly how it's been for the past 10 years, people finding these ways to attract children to their videos to make money. And now, apparently, what the U.S. government is saying is no more. Those days are over. You can't do that shit anymore. So, will this change YouTube? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out together. It certainly shouldn't change my content whatsoever because I've never been about that and I never will. But let's see how it affects other people, I guess. Alright? So anyway, today was a big day for that. I thought, I've been talking about that recently, and I figured that I would throw that out there.
Hello, my children.
I love it.
Your best.
Friday is the release of Pokemon Sword and Shield. I will be playing Pokemon Sword, and this is going to be fun because there's a few special things that I'm going to be doing for my Pokemon Sword playthrough, so listen up, everyone. A little bit of something for everybody, alright? So first off, we talked about this previously, and I think what we're going to do is every time that I play Pokemon Sword, more than likely, I'm going to end up having different Pokemon that I'm going to be recruiting and the like. And the way we're going to do it is similar to the kind of the thing that I've been doing every time I play Minecraft. The top contributor for every Pokemon stream will have the ability to name a Pokemon. Alright? So let's say the first few streams, every stream I'm catching like 5 or more Pokemon. At the end of each stream, whoever's the top contributor will be able to name one of those Pokemon. Now, obviously, there's going to be rules. No, you can't do anything disgusting or sexual or insulting to me or my family. You know, it has to be legit names that could be silly or whatever. That's different. But, yeah, you know, that's how it's going to go.
This is so silly that I can make money doing this. This is like out of control, ridiculous, over the top, crazy. As you know, I am an avid actress who is always trying to make money. This has become a very consistent and very, you know, good way to make money.
Alright, it's going to be pretty fun, a way to get interactivity on the streams and get people tied into the streams. Now, in addition to that, I had a discussion with my mods over the last day that we may be able to implement penne points into the playthrough. So what do you mean by that? What I mean is that for those of you who've been accumulating channel points here on my channel for a while now, because I've now had it for over a month, you may be sitting on these points and be like, what am I supposed to do with all these? Well, for certain playthroughs, it looks like we may be able to start utilizing them. So the idea that we had, and you know, let me just throw that out there. Let's say, for example, you've saved up a bunch of penne points. I don't know how many yet. I have no idea what would be a realistic amount. But you dump some penne points, and what you're able to do then is say, okay, I want Phil to use this particular Pokemon on today's stream. Okay, so you dump at the beginning of the stream, boom, use your penne point and say, I want you to use Squirtle today. Okay, and I put Squirtle in my party. See? That's kind of what we're thinking, is for those of you who have really been accumulating a lot of penne points and not had a lot of stuff, you know, being able to find it to use them on, maybe you could use them during this playthrough for things like that.
Wow!
Arbreezy says, I don't like that people will troll and give you weak Pokemon for gyms. I mean, that could definitely happen, Arbreezy. At the same time, we can limit it and be like, okay, only 2 a stream. So at least, even if people limit me to 3 weak Pokemon, maybe I can still have 2, 3 strong Pokemon. You know what I mean? Not, oh, 7 people do it, and now I have a party full of low Pokemon. Nah, we're not doing that. We gotta make it so at least I can progress in the game. So we'll definitely limit it or whatever.
Being very matter of fact with all of you. The best Ray White, the blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's try that again. The best way to contribute would be by tipping me. All right? The reason being, I still have not gotten paid by Twitch. I'm expecting to get paid by Twitch for the month within the next few days, which would be great because then I can pay a bunch of stuff. But right now, basically I'm stuck, you know, until they pay me. Usually they pay me around the 15th. I need to buy 2 games by the 15th. Oops. So if you contribute via tips today, that's what those funds are going towards. Buying the games on Friday, and then past that, you know, paying bills and the like. So please consider tipping me. No. You created the monster, you unleashed the monster, and now your complaint is, well, the monster's too powerful to control. Well, fuck you. That's your fault. Our first tip of the day came from, I only eat penne. What a name. Penne. Oh, penne pasta is great. I prefer penne because it's easier to eat. You know, you gotta slurp it. It gets all over the sauce. There's something to eat it properly. It's fun and delicious. You eat it easily.
Alexander Rossi resub for 5 months and says, hello, Richard Jordan Burnell. My name's not Richard. Do you regret not renewing the lease on your salvage title V6 BMW? Yes. No, I don't actually. If you're talking, obviously this is a Wings meme, but no, I don't. I'll be honest, I don't regret at all not having a BMW. Like, I had it for a few years when I could afford it, back when I was making money to afford a BMW. I leased one. And quite frankly, my car that I have now is just as good. Like, it's way less expensive. I wasn't using the features on the BMW that I was paying extra for anyway. Like their stupid roadside assistance where if you get stuck, you press a button and you can call BMW, you know, service and they send someone out to save you or whatever. Where the hell was I driving that I needed that? Nowhere. It was a complete waste. I never used it. So I'm very happy with my vehicle that I have now, which is about, you know, way less expensive. And I do feel it was nice to at least experience that while I had it, so I know what a BMW is, but I'm never going to go back to that ever again in my whole life. It's a complete waste of money. So thank you, Rossi, for the resub.
Someone named I'm gay tipped me $1. He says, I shit my pants every day. I think someone was trying to troll, but because they don't understand English, they forgot a letter. But anyway, thank you for the $1 tip. Ladies and gentlemen, No Couture, who has been a very generous contributor recently on my streams, gifted 20 subscriptions on the stream this morning. They're not using conscious thought anymore.
Alright, Philly Buckeye cheered. He says, when I have kids, the only entertainment they will be allowed to watch is Phil. your kids are going to be some twisted motherfuckers. That's all I have to say. Like, they are going to be incredibly disturbing. What I would hope is that by the time you have kids, maybe I'm not doing this anymore, I'm just saying, but, that's probably a very bad idea. As I said, I don't really make PG content. Probably, one of the worst decisions you'll ever make in your life.
There we go, excuse me.
La 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 la. Happy Halloween to you. Bloodstained.
What is this music?
I'm a mature adult with a business degree.
Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.